showed more.
Okay.
Oh, for goodness
Thank
sake.
you.
We have a date for the
Yeah,
comprehensive plan.
I just hope
Is
not.
it the 6th?
Like that.
No.
There were 2 dates.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 18. Hold on. I got it on my phone.
I have not. Okay.
All right, here.
When Tom Charles.
Did he really? Put it on my account, would you?
I call to the meeting, the Planning and Zoning Commission for Monday, August 8th, 2022. Gina?
Mark Hydrich.
Aye.
Mark Kleesner. Mark Piontek.
Here.
Tom Holtmeyer.
Here.
Mayor Hagedorn.
Here.
John Borkman.
Here.
Chuck Watson.
Here.
Samantha Wacker.
Here.
Carolyn Witt. Here. Mike Wood.
Here.
Tom Honiachi.
Here.
Please rise. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from July 11th meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
First and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Item number 3, file number 220801, annexation Beaker Road. Sal?
All right. Yep, this is pretty straightforward. Do full screen here. So this is the request to annex approximately 10 acres off Beaker Road here, right behind where the Rabbit Trail right-of-way ends, and be able to make that connection, which is good. I know we did a plat on this eastern property, I'm sorry, on the western property a few months back, and they are, the city has hired, well, let me get through this first. So this is kind of a bigger, or zoomed-out aerial. Laser
Here.
pointer.
You want
Yeah, I
this?
think someone was just using it.
Neil just, or one of them left it up here, whoever.
Does it work?
Not on the screen, they said. It doesn't show up on the
Pointer wasn't
TV.
working during the first presentation.
Okay, well, they are not annexing this entire parcel. They're going to follow the creek line here. Yeah, it doesn't show up on there. But that is what's demonstrated here. So, because the access to that back portion, there's gonna have to be another, bridge or culvert to that. And the applicant actually purchased the property to the, east of that, has not brought that in for annexation or platting, obviously, you haven't seen that. But when they do, they expect that portion to be developed with this portion on the other side of the creek to be developed with the Clay Camp Farm. And there's no connections needed in the comprehensive plan, so we were fine with just this portion here. As for zoning, they're asking to bring it in as R1D, which matches everything we've done in this area, so no concerns with that. City Council did approve a development agreement with the owner, the Helshers, the applicant, which is Vic Horse Camp in the city, to put that road in. So we've actually already, that's what kind of took this so long. That Rabbit Trail extension is actually already under design. The city is actually paying for that road to get it done quicker. That's what actually was able to lead to the developer and the owner coming to an agreement with moving forward on this. If you remember, they only did the 10 acres to the west because that road wasn't going to be there. We wanted to facilitate that construction of that connection and make it be done faster. And so that is under design right now, and they are hoping to have the plat next month for both the road that we were building as well as the lots that'll come off of it. The agreement is very strict that there will be no driveways that come off Rabbit Trail there. So,
Questions?
So the plat that was to the west that we approved already, does that change any now?
Nope.
Stays
No.
the same?
yeah, so the
Well-
entrances, they're still far enough apart on Beaker that they'll both access Beaker.
But on what was coming up,
Wasn't
didn't he have a hammerhead?
down into here?
Yeah, it'll connect there.
So he'll basically do away with the hammerhead and go ahead and put the road
Correct.
in for the road all the way
Yeah,
down.
the hammerhead was just to get it approved for
So-
fire access.
Because
If,
there was no road.
if we couldn't come to terms, they
Right.
needed that for a turnaround. So I guess, yeah, there will not be a hammerhead. They're actually adding, when they plat this, you'll see there'll be 2 more lots that they
Okay,
can
so
fit.
They're adding lots in place.
Yeah,
of Hammerhead.
but it'll be kind of right
Because it's
here.
gonna be Hammerhead.
One lot here, and this road will just come up
And then swing across.
and connect right here,
Right.
Cool.
so. But we don't have a plat for this yet. We've seen some preliminary, but they weren't ready to submit that yet, so. But as for annexation and zoning, obviously, we were fine with this portion moving forward.
Has anybody been negotiating to buy Clay Camp Farm? Or-
The developer of this, Vic Camp, has purchased and closed on the Clay Camp Farm,
Okay, so,
which is why he's not annexing anything east of this creek right now, because
Right, yeah, it'll
it
be all
lays
with-
similar over here. So this will most likely get developed with the Clay Camp Farm.
right. So what is that?
And the developer called me beforehand, asked if he should be here. I'm like, really, for annexation? We're not asking any questions about the plat tonight. I told him it's not a big deal. We have seen, when the preliminary comes in, we've seen like a very preliminary plan for the Clay Camp Farm and all of it, to show why it's, above and all that. So, hopefully he can share that when he does the preliminary plat next month.
Any other questions, comments of Sal? I don't believe there's anybody in the audience that wants to comment.
Long time coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So you guys, this is the first time I've seen something like this done. So Jeannie Helsher owns it now?
Correct. So she signed the application as the applicant.
Yeah.
But then, or as the owner, and then Vic Camp signed as the applicant.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
For it.
I believe that sale is contingent on us doing what we said we were gonna do by building the road.
Right.
So, which is under design. Council's approved that, the budget has that, and as, if anyone was here in the meeting beforehand, that's why both of these connections are important with Stonecrest, is because, well, just north of here will be the connection over to Stonecrest, and then this connection, hopefully, starts to alleviate Rabbit Trail and 100, because when people can get across all the way from Beaker, from Weber Estates, get across over to Stonecrest and Phoenix Center, you don't have to go all the way north. So our comp plan's had this in there a long time.
Yeah.
So that'll be the connection.
That's what happens when you-
Connection further south then?
No.
As you get up into South Winds, because there's a couple of those streets up there that are not cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
You mean Stonecrest?
Yeah, up in Stone.
Yeah, there could be, there could be English Crest is stubbed. So English Crest could go into Clay Camp Farm, but that isn't anything in our comp plan. That's just something that the developer could do if he wants more access.
So the connection over to Stonecrest is still there north of whatever that.
Yeah,
Victoria-
that's actually under design as well. So we had council approved 3 development agreements within a month, and it was High Street, this one at Rabbit Trail south to Beaker, and Rabbit Trail east to Stonecrest. And hopes to facilitate some of these annexations and plats, which is what it's doing, so.
It's good.
Starting to connect the dots.
Yeah.
Any other questions or comments? Entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
First and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Other business?
Well, our preliminary plat meeting, I was just pulling up that. They have submitted their, I'm sorry, preliminary plat, comprehensive plan meeting, apologize. They've submitted their kind of first round to us, to staff, of their questionnaire. They want to go out to the public. We did have a few things we want to change. We will send it out to, once they make those changes. Our main contact was on vacation last week, so we'll reconnect this week. And we'll get that out to P&Z and our steering committee before it goes live on our website, and they're gonna send out QR codes and your water bills, and they're gonna try and get it out as much as possible. But the first official kickoff meeting with the steering committee is the 18th, that Thursday. So, I'm sure they'll give them some more direction there and revise that schedule. I haven't seen an updated schedule since we first signed the contract, and that was all high-level stuff. So next week, I think, is going to be the official, they want to launch that survey in August, so.
Did you have meetings other meetings with like department heads and how,
So we did the 3 workshops.
Yep.
So we repeated the same workshops that we did with you all with department heads, which was really good because that everyone had kind of a different perception. The department head was much more focused on implementation. And we say we get a list of goals, how are we going to hold everyone to that 3-5 years, especially as there's turnover in departments. So that led to some good conversations. And then we did one with general stakeholders, which was really interesting as well. They talked for a long time and really spurred more about what we've kind of been hearing is what can we do to do more entry-level housing or kind of that workforce housing. It's funny, a couple people brought up that we need to tie the economic development strategy to the planning and zoning comp plan. So you get a survey of what actually are the jobs paying here, and then what type of housing do we have, and do those markets match? And so, oh, that's actually exactly what we're doing. So that was good, I think, for our comp plan people to hear that from the public as well. So they're already working on that. We're going to do a business roundtable at the end of the month as well, where they're going to get their input on the specific business survey that will go out. So yeah, it's all moving forward.
sounds good.
Is this something, do we need to go to the meeting on the 18th, or? what
No,
is
so
that?
that's a separate steering committee that they actually have put together, from parents to teachers, police officers, nurses. So they will hopefully give me a better schedule then, that they'll start like letting us know when they're going to do presentations here on updates. We're going to hold public houses. They are saying you always get better feedback online, but if people are interested, they'll show up. I was surprised that many people were just here in this room right before here. So, say we're, say we'll be talking about connections. Maybe everyone will show up. So, but yeah, we will make sure everyone is engaged once we have those dates. We even talked about doing kind of traveling ones, in the fall, maybe at the farmer's market, just kind of set up a booth where people can hand out QR codes and just get input even at the festivals, that kind of thing. A little more informal if people don't want to show up to a meeting, so.
Any other questions, comments? Anything else, Sal?
No, it's not,
All right,
all good.
a record. Entertain one last motion.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We could have broken the record, but meeting got started so
Well,
late.
we're only one agenda.
Oh, you started 5 minutes late.
Yes.
You started 5 minutes.
I thought about pushing this off until next month when I actually had the plat, but they technically had this in last month, and I pushed it to this month because I thought the plat was gonna be done. Well, I'm not gonna push it one more month. We can.
We're good, we're good.
That's good.
You settling in, Doug?
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Yep.
The staff has been patient with us. It's been good.
Well,
He came and won.
They say 6 months.
There's a lot going on.
I
Yeah,
finally-
Lot
Lot of good stuff.